class.
Yeah, we will discuss later. Last class.
Just one point only.
Not now, because it is recording, and so we are going to.
Okay.
So, welcome to the world of Nadi astrology, and today we are going to learn some unrevealed techniques of Brahman and Nadi, some secret techniques of Brahman and Nadi, and Rahu Ketu family circle. What do you mean by family circle? And generally, you see, when we take a horoscope, Rahu Ketu, one side all the planets are posited and only one or two planets outside. For example, in this chart, Jupiter is only outside of Rahu Ketu family. So, what do you mean by family circle? So, it is one family related to one religion, or it is also a country also. So here, for example, you see Rahu Ketu is one side and Jupiter is one side. Where all the planets are posited, so that is your family. And one, for example, it may be Jupiter or Mars, it may be Saturn, that is outside, that is out of our family, other family, or other religion, or other country. So Rahu Ketu family circle, one side is our family members, and in another side there may be some other people, other country, other religion. So it denotes outside of Rahu Ketu family circle denotes other country, other religion, other caste, like that. So suppose Rahu Ketu family circle, when we take, this is also, you can say Rahu Ketu orbit also. Rahu Ketu family circle, like this we call it. Suppose Jupiter is outside Rahu Ketu family circle, then what will happen to the native? So that is the prediction. Today we are going to learn like this. Suppose Rahu Ketu can be anywhere. Don't think that Rahu should aspect to Jupiter or Ketu. So it may be instead of Rahu, we can take here Ketu also. So Ketu can be also there. So there is no rule. Rahu should be like this and Ketu should be here. So here Rahu also can be here. Okay. So generally these planets are anti-clockwise. They are rotating. You know, in between Rahu, Ketu, Jupiter can be. Or in between Ketu, Rahu, Jupiter can be. But all other planets should be one side and Jupiter should be another. So here out of Rahu, Ketu family circle, what is the planet posited here? Jupiter. That is about Jupiter now we are going to discuss. When Jupiter is out of Rahu, Ketu family circle, Rahu and Ketu or Ketu and Rahu, having all other planets on one side and Jupiter is on the other side, indicate that the native will be either away from the family or maybe indifferent to the family members. This is very important. That means he might have left his family. His family means his parents or his wife or anything. Or he may be away from the family. That means he may be in the foreign land. He may be in the foreign land. So I have seen he may be indifferent to the family. Suppose he leaves the family and his family, he is indifferent to the family member. He does not care. So the native may be an adopted child to the family also. So suppose Jupiter is outside, the native may be even adopted child also to the family, where to which family where he is living with, the family with which he is living. The native will take birth in one place and brought up in another place. Suppose Jupiter is outside, so he may be born somewhere and he may be brought up somewhere. So born somewhere and brought up somewhere. Somewhere else. So the native may settle down in foreign land. So these people generally leave their country and they will live in foreign. Or these people may, for example, one person is born in Delhi, so his Jupiter is outside, so he may settle in Mumbai, he may be settled in Kolkata, or he may settle in Bangalore. So like this, these people generally settle in other land, other country. It may be country or other land means here other state. So the native may settle down in foreign land. The native may lead solitary and lonely life. Please mute yourself. There is some disturbances. If you want to talk to me, unmute. So the native may lead solitary and lonely life. Generally, you see, when Jupiter is out of Rahu Ketu family circle, nobody will take care of him. He will be neglected. Because I have seen many horoscopes, those people might have fallen in bad debts, and they may leave the place where they were born, generally where they were born. So they might have left those places, and they are living in seclusion. They may be in absconding. So in such a situation, some people may be in debts, some people may abscond. So because of bankruptcy or insolvency, they may leave the place where they were born and where they did business. So they will leave, they will abscond from the place. Such things also will happen. The native actually may settle down in foreign land. They may lead a solitary lone life, and the native may be neglected by the family members of his family. And the native may follow his own style of living and may lead a life of wanderer and without proper settlement. Generally, these people are not settled in their life. Always they may get up and downs in their life. They may lead a life of wanderer without proper settlement. So in some other nadis, not in Brigu and Nadi, where Jupiter is also considered to be actually sun also. So that's why sun may bring bad name. Suppose Jupiter is outside. I have seen some horoscopes also. Suppose Jupiter is outside, sun may bring here bad name to the family. Sun also may bring bad name to the family, but this is not the Brigu and Nadi principle, some other Nadi principle. This is also worked out. Sun may bring bad name to the family by involving into unethical things and having bad habits. So smoking, drinking at very early, younger age, at the age of 16 or 20. So in between. So then you see the family may get bad name because of his son's behavior in the society. So they may also be involved in unethical things also. So the son of this nature. So if Rahu and Ketu family circle, if you take one side, all the planets should be together, and another side only one planet like Jupiter or Saturn or whatever planet may be. So these remaining 7 planets out of Rahu Ketu family circle. So Jupiter is posited outside Rahu Ketu family circle. He may go to a foreign country. That is one thing. He might be born in some area and he would migrate to some other place. That is second thing. And generally, these people may fall in debts, and we have to check Venus and Ketu position and Venus position in the horoscope. So in the horoscope, suppose Venus is a problem, he may leave his wife or his family, and financially he may fall in debts. So that's why that is one problem. And he may be adopted child to the family. So he would go to some other family in adoption. That is one thing. And he may settle down in foreign country. That is fine. But here, this is a Jagamanta Kutumbam. All the people will be there, but nobody take care of. He will, no friends will help him, and family members will not help him. So he has to rise to great heights only by his hard work and endeavor, only with his self efforts only. So the native may be neglected by the family members of his family. The native may follow his own style of living and may lead a life of wanderer. Generally, these people, they will lead, what is this called, wanderer, like a monk and like a sannyasi. These people will lead a life of wanderer without proper settlement in life. So, in a nutshell, we can say, if Jupiter is outside, generally these people will not settle in life. They may leave the family and go to foreign land, and there may be some gap between wife and husband because Jupiter is outside and wife is inside. So that is the problem. Moreover, he is a wanderer. Nobody will take care of him. His family and friends, everybody might have cheated him, or he is indifferent to the family and he does not take care of the family members. He is outside the family, out of the family circle. So you see, sometimes some people out of family circle, whoever it may be, they may be involved in because of due to bankruptcy, they might have absconded. That is one thing. And some people will be involved in some unethical things against the traditions of the family, and these people may be, for example, influenced by enemies of the family. So family enemies. So that's why these people are against their family. So he may be against his parents, and he may be against his family, wife and children, because he is influenced by the enemies of his family. So such things generally will happen. Anyhow, he will lead a solitary, and he will lead a life of solitary life, and he will live in seclusion, lonely. He will live in lonely. So this is actually Jupiter. So generally, the question, many clients generally pose this question: will I settle in India or will I settle in a foreign country? So generally, our Indians. So our people will ask, sir, do I have foreign travel yoga, or will I settle in foreign country? So then we have to check Saturn. If Saturn is, for example, outside the family circle, if Saturn is outside the family circle, we can predict that yes, you will settle in other country. For example, Rahu Ketu family circle outside, Saturn is there. For example, Saturn is here. Okay. Saturn is here. When Saturn is outside Rahu Ketu family circle, you can predict that yes, you can go foreign, and foreign visits will be there. You will go foreign. So this is one thing we can tell. So generally, Saturn is outside Rahu Ketu family circle. The native will settle in other country. That is one thing. And we have to check other combinations also. How is Saturn is connected with Mars and Ketu, how his profession will be, even though he go to foreign country. We have to check other things based on our previous combination. But here, what I am trying to tell you is, suppose Saturn is outside Rahu Ketu family circle, the native will go to foreign land for profession. We can 100% we can predict this thing. So everybody, even you see, for example, if you take Rajiv Gandhi horoscope, he went to foreign country for his education or something. And you see, any people, Saturn is outside, they will go to foreign country. They will go to foreign country. That is one. And foreign, 100% he will die, and there itself, and he will settle itself. Suppose if you see any Parivartana yoga is there. Any Parivartana yoga. Suppose you see Saturn is posited in the house of Mars, Mars house. This is Aries. So Saturn is in the Aries here. And Mars is in the house of Aquarius ruled by Saturn. And Saturn is in the house of Aries ruled by Mars. So here there is Parivartana Yoga. Because of this Parivartana Yoga, Saturn comes out of Rahu Ketu family circle. So now what happened? Out of Rahu Ketu circle, Saturn is outside. But Saturn is Parivartana Yoga like this. If Saturn is actually exchanged with any other planet, so then we can say the native is born in one country and he would settle in another country. What does it signify? What does it mean? It means if Saturn is exchanged with any other planet and come out of Rahu Ketu family circle. Actually, Saturn is within Rahu Ketu family circle, only inside of Rahu Ketu family circle. But as it is exchanged with Mars here, so Saturn comes out of Rahu Ketu family circle. That means definitely these people will settle in foreign country and they will die there itself. They won't come back to their own country, their native country. They won't come back to their native country. So this is, we have to check. If anybody asks, will I settle in foreign country? So he will never come back if Saturn is like this. So he may visit, he may be just a visitor of course, but he will die there itself. So that's why this is the foreign settlement. If anybody asks you, will I settle in foreign or not? Will I go to foreign or not? You can tell. Saturn is outside, yes, will go. But Saturn is like this, exchanged and come out of Rahu Ketu family circle. Then you can be sure that the native would settle in foreign country and he will die there itself. He will not come back. So he may visit our country for marriages or for whatever it may be, whatever reason it may be. But he will settle in other country. So is it clear? Any doubt? You please respond.
Sir, first thing,
yeah,
there should be single planet out of the family circle.
Out of Rahu.
So like in the Abhi.
Yes.
Abhi sir, previously Mars was written here and Saturn was also there. There were two planets.
No. Saturn is not here. In the previous horoscope you are telling.
Sir.
Maybe other planets also like Jupiter and Moon, Mars. Maybe there may be not only single planet. I don't say only single planet should be there. So there may be one or two planets. That is not a problem. So but one side, okay, all the family members, all the planets should be there. Outside one or two, okay, no problem. One or two, okay. That is not a problem.
Right.
Pradeep,
second, sir, secondly, like you said, if Saturn is going to be outside the family circle, yes, the native will go to foreign. Yes. Sir, even if he is not having in his natal chart Moon Rahu connection or Moon Ketu connection, then too he will go.
Yeah, definitely. But Saturn, Moon and Rahu, Saturn, Moon and Ketu is there. He will go for profession, even inside or outside, whatever it is. So that is already we have.
Even,
sir,
even though if he's not having the yoga, then too he will.
Yes. Saturn is outside, that is enough. Saturn is outside, that is enough. Even Saturn need not be connected to Moon. Only Saturn out of Rahu Ketu family circle, the native will go abroad. And suppose Saturn is inside and for example, again here you see, for example, Saturn is here. Sorry. Saturn is here and Venus is here, for example. Same thing will happen. So these people generally go outside.
Right.
Sir, one question. many times Saturn, Rahu Ketu are conjunct many planets.
Yes.
And sometimes people have Kal Sarp Yoga or Kal Amrit Yoga. So
Yes.
then all the planets will be considered within the circle, family circle, if they are conjunct Rahu or Ketu.
For Kala Sarpa Dosha, all should be inside only. That is Kala Sarpa Dosha. That is a different thing. Here we are talking about one planet out of Rahu Ketu family.
No, sir, I got it. What about conjunction? Let us say Rahu is with 2 planets and Ketu is also with 2 planets, and only one planet is outside.
Sir, degree wise we have to check.
Degree, you have to check the degree.
Degree wise. For example, here Saturn is here. Sir, Saturn is here. So this is, suppose Saturn is in lower degree and Rahu is in higher degree, then you can predict that Saturn is out of Rahu Ketu family. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, that is. So we have to check degree wise then. So anyhow, let us check what is written here. And Rahu Ketu and Ketu Rahu having all other planets on one side and Saturn is on the other side, indicate that the native may wander for his livelihood, or the native's profession may be in foreign land, or will have a job or business with less benefits or profits. The native's death may take place in foreign country, foreign land. The native may do things which are against the ideas of family members, or he may do illegal things. The native may have or may not be having satisfaction in his job or profession. One of the father's sibling dies in the childhood. So this is, you can check. Suppose here Saturn is the sibling of his father also. So that's why Saturn is not only profession. Saturn is a brother also. Saturn is even elder brother. So Bade Bhai, Saturn is Bade Bhai. So moreover, even father sibling also. If Saturn is out of Rahu Ketu family circle, if father had any siblings, male siblings, definitely he might have died in the childhood. That is, you can predict. And moreover, Saturn is outside Rahu Ketu family circle. These people generally may be involved in unethical things. So unethical and corruption related things. So that is one thing. And these people may be against the ideas of the family members, and that is also possible. Saturn is outside. Saturn is karma. We do some karma against our family, against the interests of our family. So not in the interest of our family. Against the interests of our family, the native will do. So native's death will take place in foreign country if, for example, Saturn is outside. So that's why we can predict that Saturn is outside, the native will settle in other country. So you may ask, sir, my Saturn is outside, but I am in India. So you might be born somewhere and you may die somewhere else, some other place. So that means you would settle away from your native place where you are born. You would settle in another state or another region away from your native place. So this would happen. So Saturn is outside. We will never visit, we will only visit our, suppose whoever has Saturn, for the sake of profession or business, they would go to foreign country and they would settle there. So even though in India also, so if somebody is born in Chennai, he would settle in Delhi, or somebody was born in Delhi and he would settle in Chennai, for example. But he will go to Delhi from Chennai only to visit his family members as a visitor. But he will never come back and he will never settle there again. Suppose somebody comes and settle, again he came back to, he earned money and came back to there, he will become zero again. So the same place will give him zero. When Saturn is outside Rahu Ketu family circle, though you earn money in foreign country, if you come back to your region, you would become, once again you will become zero. Your land will not give you benefits. So you should just visit to your land only. So you will have to visit only your land, but you should not again come to your own place. So you will become 0 1 second, though you earn money in foreign land. So this is generally what happens and what I have observed for so many years in the horoscopes of many clients. Okay, so Saturn is here, foreign travel and foreign settlement or other state, settlement in other state, not in the same village or town where the native was born. This is Saturn. If Sun is out of the family circle, Rahu and Ketu or Ketu Rahu having all the planets on one side and Sun on the other side indicate that the father of the native may be away from his family, or there may be difference of opinion between the parents of the native. There is also chances of father belonging to different caste, foreign father. Father is foreigner. And the native may get name and fame in different land. The native will follow different culture or tradition. So the mother of the native may divorce from the father. The native may go against government and may develop aversion or indifference towards rich and powerful people. So this is generally happen. So when we were discussing recently in our previous class, one horoscope I gave you, I think you remember. Sun is actually outside. Sun and Mars. And Mercury is retro. This is junior entire his horoscope. And Venus is here. Moon is here. I don't remember exactly. Jupiter is in this house or in other house. Jupiter or Saturn like here somewhere. Okay. Now you see, what I'm trying to tell you is out of Rahu Ketu family circle, Sun is outside, for example. Here, Mars and Mercury, two planets are other side. But here we are counting. So this might be Saturn, I think, and here Jupiter. So in that chart, I told you, mother is Muslim and father is Hindu. Okay. So actually, Jupiter is which side we have to check, and Jupiter and Moon is their mother. This is one family, and at the same time, Sun is other religion here. So what I am trying to tell you is out of Rahu Ketu family circle, Sun is posited. Then Sun may be foreigner. Sun may be other religion, belonging to other religion. So father may belong to other religion or other caste. So here in this chart, actually, this is a junior NTS chart. We discussed the chart in our previous class. That's why I am repeating here. So here, father is actually other religion and mother is here. Suppose mother is and father, they are not, they belong to same religion. So then what would happen? So then father may leave the family. So they are in the same religion. So many times these things generally happen like this. Sorry. So Sun is outside Rahu Ketu family circle. Sun may be foreigner, Sun may be other religious person. So here father is Muslim and father is Hindu, and Moon is here mother is Muslim. So as Rahu Ketu stands like a wall in between wife and husband here, mother and father. So mother and father may be different caste, that is one thing, or mother and father may be separated, that is also separation in between wife and husband here, father and mother. Okay, so these things generally happen. So sun is outside Rahu Ketu family circle, then generally in a terrorist or generally who revolt against the government, generally if you check in their horoscopes, so Saturn would be outside. So they will be against the country's interests. They will be against the country's interests. So that's why they may be national anti-social elements, or they may be some you see, for example, Maoist. In India, we have Maoist culture. So they are against governments. So like that. So if it is terrorists also will have the same combination. So Saturn will be outside. They may against the government. Particularly, you see some Vamapaksha related parties like, for example, CPA, CPM. These people are always against the government and their ruling. So they will always, you see, rebel against the decisions taken by government. So in those people horoscope also we can check Saturn is outside Rahu Ketu family circle. So like that here, sun is here, sorry, sun is outside, not Saturn. Sun is outside. So these people are against government. These people are against government. And father may be foreigner, father may be other caste, father may belong to other caste or other religion, and father may leave the mother, and him, the native. So father may leave the family, father may be against the traditions of the family, and here the native may be against the government policies. So that's why he may conduct some agitations, he may initiate some agitations against government if he is a rebel and social activist, for example. So these people may be social activists also. So this is sun. And when moon is out of family circle, Rahu or Ketu or Rahu, having all other planets on one side and moon on other side, indicate that mother may be stepmother. So moon is here, mother may be stepmother of the native, or there may be problems of understanding between the native's parents. So there may be disputes in between wife and husband, and mother may be stepmother. So he may have stepmother, the native may have stepmother, or mother may leave the family. Mother of the native may be away from the family. She may behave indifferently to the family. Mother might have eloped with some other. Suppose moon and Rahu are together. I will show you example. And the native's mind will be together negligent towards his family. The native may also lose his mental balance and have a lot of depressions. When moon is outside, always the native will be in depression. If Mars is also along with moon out of Rahu Ketu family circle, the native may commit suicide also. If Mars is along with moon out of Rahu Ketu family circle and connected to Rahu, mother of the native might have eloped with other man. Mother may be foreigner or belonging to other caste or religion. The native will have to grow to great heights, help without any help. Generally, these people will grow to great heights, but they don't take other support, and nobody will help them. They will help themselves and they will rise to great heights in their life without any support of others. This is generally happen. So, for example, Rahu Ketu, we are talking here, Rahu Ketu. And moon is outside. Once again, I am repeating. Moon is mother here. Mother may leave the family. That is the first one. Mother may be foreigner or mother belong to other caste. That is one thing. And mother will be away from the family. She may be in the abroad, for example, for her business or for her profession. So on professional work, she may visit foreign countries. So there may be disturbance between wife and husband here, and I mean mother and father. Father and mother may have some dispute. So that's why mother may leave the family. So the native and the son are, he may look after son, but she will leave the family. She will leave the family. Certain times what happens here is, for example, Moon and Mars are there. The native may commit suicide here. Out of Rahu Ketu family circle, Moon is mind. Moon is out of mind and cloudy because of Rahu aspect. Moon is mind and Rahu is cloud. So cloudy mind. So they don't take decisions properly, and they will take wrong decisions. And that's why mother may take wrong decisions if Mars is also there. Moon, Mars, Rahu, for example. So in such cases. So here one thing, for example, Moon, Venus, Mars is here. Suppose Rahu, Rahu is here. Okay, for example, this is a horoscope of somebody. Now you see here, Moon is actually here. Rahu is with Moon, that is one thing, and degree wise, yeah, that's okay. So Moon is in lower degree and Venus is lower degree and Rahu is higher degree. So that's why out of Rahu Ketu, we have Moon and Rahu Venus. But in this horoscope, Venus is exchanged with Mars. Mars is in the house of Venus and Venus is in the house of Mars. So now what happened here is, at the place of Venus, Mars comes again. And at the place of Mars, Venus comes back. Now what happened here is, so now the combination is here, Moon, Mars, Rahu. Venus goes to its own house, Mars comes this side. So because that is Parivartana Yoga. Now, if Rahu, Mars and Moon are Moon and Mars outside and connected to Rahu, like this Mars is in Parivartana Yoga comes and touches Moon, or Mars may become retro and aspects this combination, Moon and Rahu, then the mother might have eloped with somebody. Mother might have eloped with somebody. Okay, so this is generally what happens. So if Rahu Ketu is outside and Moon Mars are together, so then Moon Mars are connected to Rahu anywhere. So then the native's mother might have left the family and eloped with somebody. So like this, out of Rahu Ketu family circle, suppose Moon is there, Moon is mother, mother is against the interests of the family, or mother leave the family, mother will settle in other country, or mother will be depressed in her life always. So always disputes and disturbances between father and mother. So these things generally happen if Moon is outside Rahu Ketu family circle. Okay. Next, Mars. If Mars is out of Rahu Ketu family circle, Rahu and Ketu, or Ketu Rahu having all other planets one side and Mars on another side, indicate that the native might be a step brother, or the mother may have a lot of different opinion with his brother. The native may have lot of differences of opinion with his brother. To know whether it is step brother or own brother, we have to check whether father got two marriages or not. If son is conjoined with two family members, it indicates that father had two marriages. So we have to check sun is conjoined with two female planets or not. So if the Mars is out of family circle Rahu Ketu, it denotes step brother. The brother of the native may stay away from the family, or he may dislike the ideas of the family members. In a female birth chart, may the female it denotes in a female birth chart, Mars denotes out of Rahu Ketu family circle. Mars, he is here, foreign husband in female horoscope. At the same time, husband may leave the family in a female horoscope. He may stay away from the family. Or marital life of the native will go for a break. The female native may marry a person belonging to different caste or foreigner or religion. Different caste or different religion. Different religion or foreigner. The husband will have a lot of problems and quarrels with the husband. So Mars is here, again I have written here something. I think Mars is outside Rahu Ketu family circle. The native will get foreigner as husband. We have to check whether Mars has Rahu Ketu in the 3rd and 11th house. There may be marital disturbances also. This is one thing we have to observe. If Mars is outside Rahu Ketu family circle, the native's brother may be missing and may not turn up. The native may have big house property but may not occupied by tenants. Okay, let us check. So you see in this horoscope actually, out of Rahu Ketu family circle, actually sun is there. Only sun is there. Yeah. In this horoscope, out of Rahu Ketu family circle, sun is there, for example. So this sun is actually in the house of Mars, and Mars is in the house of sun. So that's why what happens here. So sun comes back and Mars goes to its own house. So Mars is here, husband. Mars is here, husband. So Saturn also may be somewhere, and for example, or Saturn is not there. Okay. So now what happens here is Mars is husband here. Husband is born in some other country, generally. So he would come to her country and marry her, for example. So for example, one woman is, suppose you take some American woman. Some Indian generally visit America, and there he had a relationship with lady and he got married with her, American. So now he would settle there. The husband, whoever migrated from India and married a foreigner there. So this is the female horoscope, not male horoscope. We are talking about female horoscope. So then the native from India visit America, and he this is American lady's horoscope, and husband is here Mars. So Mars is exchanged here with another planet. That means husband is born in one country and husband is settled with her in another country. So wife is here, the female native is in the same country. The female native is in the same country. So, but here from another country, somebody born in another country and settles with this American in America. So in such horoscopes, we can find this type of Mars is exchanged with another planet. So that Mars is here, husband. Husband comes from foreign husband, and he settled in the same country where the wife is born. Here the female native is born. So this is one thing we can identify such things. And one more example, I will give you more clarity. This is actually, this family is Indian family. They settled in America. So actually out of their, they are patriotics, or you can say, or they are interested in our Hinduism and everything. So that's why actually this lady is born in America with their families, but they are Indian, or their parents settled in America, but they are born, their parents were born in India. So generally parents think psychology will be, if it is our people, it will be very good. They would look after our girl very well. So that's why these people, her parents came to India because they had relations in India. So they came to in India and they selected a boy for her, for this girl. So the chart of this, the native of this female native of this chart. So anyhow, marriage took place in India, and the condition is, you see, everybody would jump to his blissness. Suppose if you say, come to US like that. This boy also very much interested in foreign match, and he also want to settle foreign land. So that's why the boy born in India migrated to US because he married a foreigner. So here you see, this is the horoscope of the woman. So here Mars is actually out of Rahu, Ketu family circle. So Saturn is in the house of Mars, and Mars is in the house of Saturn. Out of Rahu, Ketu family circle, we have Saturn outside. So that's why when Saturn comes here, Mars goes to its own house. Now, is it now Mars come out of Rahu Ketu family circle or not? So it means this is a female horoscope. The husband was born in another country, and husband after marriage settled with the female native in another country. I mean the native's country, the female native's country. This native is in the US. She was born in the US, and she came to India to marry somebody, and she came back to US with her husband. So now husband is born in India and living with foreign women in the US. So is it clear? Any doubt? So this type of Mars is outside Rahu.
Sir, just one question, sir, please.
Yes.
Sir, in a female chart, if Mars is outside, then
yes.
it is Mars is husband, but Mars is also a brother.
Yeah, that's why brother would leave the house. He may not come back. That is one thing. And sir, brother may be against family traditions. That is one thing. Yes, Mars is brother also. You are right.
So both things can happen.
Yes, that the same things. That is what I am telling.
Sir, one more thing. Sir, when we say that the person will go outside, or this thing will happen, or that thing will happen, how do we determine the timing? Especially when, let us say, when all these events happen.
Yes.
Usually they don't happen in the childhood. When, say, brother is there, so brother will continue to stay with the family till he is 20 years.
Yes.
After that, normally in today's world, most of the boys are going outside.
Yes.
Most of the boys, 80%, 70, 80% boys, whether they are working or they are doing business, they are going and settling somewhere else.
Yes.
So how do we say what time it will happen?
So you take Jupiter rounds, and in the Jupiter rounds, which rounds generally Mars is aspecting which house? Suppose now, for example, in this case, let's say, for example, Jupiter is here, the native from Jupiter 12 house to 24 house, 24 and 24 to 36 here, Mars is aspecting here, this house, third house of Jupiter. That means third round.
Yes,
so,
sir.
So she will marry after 24 years. At the same time, suppose if it is brother, we are not talking about, this is male chart, for example. So brother would go to foreign, as you asked, for example, as
yes.
Rahu Ketu is outside, brother may go to after 36 years for education. But at the same time, brother may be might be missing at the age of 1 to 12 years, because Mars is also aspecting Jupiter here, first house. So this is 0 to 12 years. So yet younger is the native sibling here, brother, might be missing somewhere. So it depends on Jupiter round. We can predict. So Mars is aspecting which zodiac sign from Jupiter. Is it second house or third house or fourth house? So if it is first house, these things will happen in the first Jupiter rounds. Second house, it will be 12 to 24. So if it is third, 24 to 36. This is a female horoscope. She got married after 24 years. And that is happened here because Mars is aspecting third house. Marriage, we cannot predict 0 to 12. That's why though Mars is aspecting first house, we are not talking about marriage there. So that is not marriage period. So like this, we have to check. So good question.
Yes. Yes.
So again, let me repeat once again. If Mars is outside, brother may be stepbrother. Brother may be against the family values, ethics, and family. He is against the interest of the family. And when it comes to female horoscope, husband will be foreigner. Husband will belong to either different caste or different religion. Or husband will be in Dubai and wife will be in India. So there will be, you see, these people, whoever has this type of horoscopes, husband will go to foreign country. He cannot come back. So wife will stay here 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, husband will work in foreign country. So she will be in India. Generally, you see, if it is nowadays, for example, some downtrodden families and who are in debts, generally husband would go and start working in foreign country like Dubai, and they 10 years, 20 years, they would be away from the family. They will earn money, they will send money. Again, they are getting debts, and they want to come back after 5 years, but they won't come back, and they will take 1 more 2 years or 3 years. So the situation will go on. They will stay there itself, and family will be in India. So the husband would be in other countries. So such things will happen in some families. In some families, husband would come from foreign country. Husband will be different reason. So then there will be no disturbances if it is outside element. Because if you want to predict foreigner, so only Mars should be outside. That's why we can't say that is these people would be separated. But we have to check now in this horoscope. You see, Mars is with Ketu. So this family, Indian family, actually, as I told you, they are living in the US, and this female native, on pressures, on demand of their parents, and she had to get married with an Indian, and husband coming from other partner. So though they are Indian reason, but she was born in US itself. That's why Indians are foreigners to her, though she has Indian origin. So anyhow, foreign husband, and Mars is with Ketu in the 5th house. So that's why now they are living separately. Husband is still there. In US itself, he is settled, and there are, due to certain reasons, they are separate. So like this, we have to check Mars is with Ketu or not. So other things we have to check whether they are together or not. Suppose Venus is aspecting Mars, that is good. That's why generally they won't separate. So, but Ketu is there, that's why they are separated. So they are separated. So like this, we have to check whether the native will marry foreigner or not, and siblings will be what is it called, step brother or not. We have to check. Already for step brother, we have discussed it as in our previous class. Mars is outside, and Sun is, for example, conjoined with the 2 female planets. Mars will be step brother. Okay. So otherwise, if he is not step brother, brother will be against the family. Brother may leave the family. Brother in the younger age may be missed. He might be missing. So like this, these things generally happen if Mars is outside Rahu Ketu family circle. In the Mars is husband. In the similar way, Venus is wife. Wife will be foreigner. For example, Venus is outside Rahu Ketu family circle. So Rahu and Ketu are Ketu Rahu having all other planets on one side and Venus is on the other side, indicates that the native will have problem with money or materialistic things. So generally, one thing is sure, whatever Karakatva is outside, it will be disturbed, because out of Rahu Ketu, it is only one planet. So that's why Venus is outside, there may be financial disturbances and like that, or wife related problems here. It also denotes that the native may have stepsister. Venus is stepsister. In our previous class, we have discussed Venus and Mars, step brother and stepsister. Or one of his sisters will be away from the family, having dislike towards the family members. So one of the sisters may go outside and get any other marriage against the family customs and traditions. So she may marry some lower caste person. To confirm whether the native has a stepsister or own sister, we should check whether the native's father got 2 marriages or not. If Sun is associated with the 2 female planets, it indicates that father has got 2 marriages. The native has to struggle a lot of money, or he may have a lot of pains or less gains. In case of male birth chart, it indicates that the wife of the native may be away from the family. The wife may belong to different caste or partner. The native will have lot of different opinion with wife. The wife of the native cannot mingle with his family members. This is very important, and act indifferently towards the native's family. Suppose Venus is out of Rahu Ketu family circle, wife will not adjust with our family members. Suppose the the male native married a farmer or different caste women. So she cannot mingle with his family members and act indifferently towards the native's family. But she will be, if Venus is outside, she will be always with problems with family members. But she will talk to her friends and family members good. But when it comes to the native's family, the husband family here, so the wife definitely will be indifferent. She will not take care of them and she will not wish them. So she will be silent, very silent, without taking any care of the guests of the native or family members of the native. So she will be indifferent here, indifferent to his family members. So Venus is one thing. Venus may be here outside. Wife will go to foreign country. She may work there. So wife will be foreign country, and suppose husband is in India, wife will be in Dubai or somewhere working. She will not come back immediately. Years will take place to come over here. So at least 10 to 15 years they will stay outside. So suppose wife only goes to foreign country. So in the similar way, wife may be foreigner, wife may be other caste, belong to other caste or other religion. That is one thing. And a sister may be against the traditions of the family. She may elope with somebody. Suppose, as we discussed earlier, Moon, Mars, Rahu, mother. Venus, Mars, Rahu are outside, for example. Venus, Mars connecting to Rahu. Wife may elope with somebody or sister may elope with somebody. Out of these two, one thing will happen. Suppose so in this horoscope, you see, for example, so here out of Rahu Ketu family circle, Moon and Venus, Rahu are together. So then the wife will, here Mars is not here. Instead of Moon, we have to put Mars. Yes. You see here, Mars is retro here. So Mars is supposed to be in the 12th house, right? Now Mars is connected to Venus and Rahu. So Mars is here, either sister or wife. Suppose after marriage, Venus will be wife. Before marriage, as Manu sir asked previously. So Venus is here, sister, before marriage of the native. This is male horoscope. This is male horoscope. Okay. Before marriage, sister, after marriage, wife. Suppose this thing will happen. Suppose sister is eloped with somebody, then it will be before marriage, before the marriage of this native. His sister might have eloped with somebody. Suppose after marriage, sister will not elope with anybody. Wife will elope with somebody in such cases. Suppose Venus, Rahu and Mars connection is there out of Rahu Ketu family circle. So these things will happen. So now, out of Rahu Ketu family circle, Venus wife may leave the family totally, or wife may have relation with husband, but husband is in India, the wife will be in Dubai. And wife may marry with somebody or elope with somebody. So because Venus may be connected there, Mars and Rahu. Rahu, Mars is planets necessary for elopement. You take any planet, Venus is there, he will, wife will elope with somebody. Or suppose Jupiter is also conjoined with that combination, the native might have eloped with some lady, the native. So here we are talking about mother. Mother and moon is mother, Mars and Rahu. Mother will elope with somebody. Suppose sun is outside with Mars and Rahu, so father would elope with somebody. So these things generally happen with Mars-Rahu combination. We have to check Mars-Rahu combination out of Rahu-Ketu family circle. Okay. So Mars is, for example, here connected to Venus. So wife may elope with somebody, or before marriage, sister might have eloped with somebody. So these things generally happen. So wife may be foreigner, wife belongs to other religion or other caste. That is one. One thing is sure, if wife is other caste, other religion, so then there will be no problem. Generally, based on the combinations like Venus is with Ketu, so that is common to separation for everybody. But here, Venus is outside, if it is a different caste, so definitely there will be harmonious relationship. But if it is not any other religion, Venus is outside, same religion, same caste, then wife will leave the husband, or wife will be in foreign country, husband will be in his own country. So that's why we have to check this. So wife is the same caste, there will be disturbances. Wife is out of Rahu Ketu, wife will be the same caste, there will be disturbances. But wife is other caste, so then there will be no problem. So because wife is foreigner, wife is here other religion, so there will be no problem. But in general, Venus is connected to Ketu, or Venus seventh house lord is connected to Ketu. So these are common. So we will predict disturbances and what is it called, divorce or separation. We will discuss, that is common. But we have to check whether it is foreigner or not, other caste or not. If it is not foreigner or other caste, then there will be problem regarding not only for wife, finance, because Venus is finance also. And Venus is here, actually, Venus is what? Venus is even sister also. Venus is a wife here. So out of Rahu, Ketu family circle, Venus is outside. So even sister may marry with somebody, she may be against the family traditions. Against the family traditions, she would get married with some other religion people, or even some people you see, then the family has some rivals in their village or in their relatives also. But these people generally marry the daughters of the family's enemies. So that is very horrible. You see, family cannot, suppose the daughter will elope with the person belonging to our enemy family. So such things will happen. Okay, this is Venus. And Venus is, for example, stepsister, then we have to check father got 2 marriages or not. If father is got 2 marriages, Venus is stepsister here. And Mercury is here out of the family circle, Rahu Ketu. So the native will be having a different education apart from the family members, or the native may have his education in different place or land or foreign country. Generally, Mercury is outside. These people, the native may go for education. The boy is born in Mumbai, so he will go to Delhi and he will study there itself. So there will be longer distance. So Mercury is outside for education. They would go to some other place. So in the similar way, for our other country also, they will they would pursue advanced studies in foreign country because Mercury is outside. So that is we have to check. And the NATO may lack good thinking, and because of this, he may create his own problems. Generally, Mercury is our brain, our knowledge, intelligence. So suppose Mercury is outside, generally it will be marred. Your intellect will be marred. You will be not be take decisions properly. That's why these people generally should take suggestions from elder serpents. And the native will adopt a child, or he may get a child of women of different caste, or through surrogacy, surrogate mother. So generally, these people adopt some Mercury is outside Rahu Ketu family circle, so they will have to adopt children. So Mercury is outside or not? So suppose somebody is asking, can I adopt a child? Yes, you can adopt, because your Mercury is outside Rahu Ketu family circle. Or it may be the child may be different caste or different religion, or foreigner, or surrogate mother, a child also. So Mercury is generally outside Rahu Ketu family circle. So Mercury is adopted child, or surrogate, a child of surrogate mother, and child of other religion or other caste children coming to adoption. So here, coming for adoption. So that's why we can say Mercury is outside foreign education or other land. They will have to go to other state for education and adopt a child. So this Mercury is there. The native will do not get children, so that he would adopt some child. The native would get adopted. Jupiter is outside, he may be adopted child, and Mercury is outside, he would adopt a child. So that is the difference, Jupiter and Mercury. Jupiter is outside, he will be adopted child, and Mercury is outside, he would adopt a child. And sometimes even Jupiter is outside also. In some other Nadi, Jupiter is the sun, so that's why sun may be adopted there itself also. And the native may face a lot of problems in education, and he may not complete the education. If Mercury is outside, so the native cannot complete his education, but Mercury is aspected by friends Mars or Sun, sorry, not Mars. Mercury is aspected by Jupiter or Venus or Sun, then he will continue his education. Combinations we have to check. So, but there will be problems regarding education, but he will study education in foreign country or other land, and that is there. The native may have relationship with people or neighbors who are against his family, because here Mercury is here child. So Mercury is generally friendship. Mercury is friendship. So generally these people have friendship with the foreigners. Suppose you are a guru, your Mercury is outside, so all your Shishyas will be from foreign land. Understand? Suppose Mercury is outside, and all your Shishya are belonging to other country, other land, not your own land. Suppose you are born in Bombay. Bombay, you don't have any disciples from other areas like Delhi, Kolkata, and Chennai. Like this, you would have your students outside, not inside. Even foreign, when it comes to foreign country, you would get foreign clients. So Mercury is outside, foreign clients. Even for business also, we will go to foreign country. So the native may learn foreign languages very well. He can speak foreign languages very well, because Mercury is foreign, outside Rahu Ketu, so foreign country. So that's why generally Mercury is language. So the native will learn foreign languages. The native convert himself into other religion also. So you see nowadays we are seeing converted Christians and converted Muslims. Generally, in their horoscopes, Mercury will be outside. So Mercury is here language and culture. it denotes language and culture of other people. So that's why they may be also Mercury is a mixed religion. So that's why the native may convert it into other religion also. Possibility is there. So this is Mercury. Once again, Mercury is here. These people would adopt children, or they will go for surrogacy and like that. And Mercury is education. The native generally study in foreign country or other land, and generally they cannot take decisions properly. They should solicit suggestions from others, and moreover, these people will have relationship with neighbors against the family, and even religion also. That's why they may convert themselves into other religion also sometimes. And moreover, they have relations with foreigners. So that's why foreign people will be, if it is Guru, for example, because Mercury is here student, so foreign students will be there for the Guru. He will have foreign students. He will have foreign students. So like this, we have to check. So this is actually our friend Praveen Jain, and he is also Nadi astrologer in Delhi. He is practicing. He learnt BNN from me, and this is his daughter's horoscope, Praveen Jain. So here you see, out of Rahu Ketu family circle, Mercury is outside. So this is Mercury. So actually she is childless. She does not have children. So that's why she adopted a child. So out of Rahu Ketu, Mercury is here. Mercury is exchanged and with Saturn. Mercury is exchanged with Saturn. So Saturn goes outside, Mercury comes inside. Mercury is here, the child of other religion, the child of a surrogate mother, or the child of what is it called? So other child, child of other mother, not one mother here. So as Mercury is exchanged, this is outside actually. So she was born out of the, from the womb of other women, and this Mercury is as exchanged and come to family circle inside. So then we can say she has adopted a child. This woman got a child in adoption. So, okay, we have completed Mercury. So, Mercury is here. It's going to be 12. So, long time we have taken.
One thing.
Yeah. Yes,
sir, in the last horoscope where you said that Mercury is outside the Rahu Ketu family circle, yes. Sir, Mars and Moon are also outside.
Yes.
So, sir, all three laws will be applicable.
Yeah, that is regarding, you see, Moon is mind. Generally, these people out of Mars is outside, psychologically some problem. So they may have always, you see, cloudy mind, because Rahu is also in the same direction. So dim mind, cloudy mind. So other karakatva. Here the Jiva Lagna is Jupiter. We are taking consideration Jupiter is in which side. That is his family generally. So all the only Jupiter outside, then we can say all the family is outside, and he has come out of the family. Okay. So here Jupiter is the family here, whether it is male or female, and Mercury is outside. That is out of Rahu Ketu family circle. Rahu Ketu family circle outside, Mercury is here, because inside we are considering Jupiter is the native. Jupiter is Jiva Lagna.
Sir, it is family circle differentiation outside and inside. It's like if we draw a line like Rahu and Ketu, planets above that line are outside and below that line are inside, right?
Yes. So this is like this.
Yes, sir. So above this line are outside, below this line are inside.
Jupiter is where? That is inside, and outside is other planets. Here Mercury is, we are talking about Mercury. Mercury is outside.
Right.
Mercury is here, other the boy born to other women. Now as it is exchanged with what is it called, Saturn, so the boy come to inside. This is actually adoption.
Adoption. Okay, sir.
In adoption charts, this type of example we will have.
Right, sir.
Okay, thank you. So this is you read whenever you are possible. This is very important topic. Whatever one of the topics, very important topic so far we have discussed. Rahu, Ketu, family, our circle. And now today, next in our future coming two classes, I am going to complete the syllabus actually, and from there we will start practice classes. So that we will take 2 weeks, 1 more month for practice. So anyhow, I will cover all the syllabus within 2 classes, next 2 classes.
Sir, just one question, just one point, brief.
Yeah.
When Mars is outside the family circle, then you mentioned that a person may have a big house, but without any tenants or without any occupants.
Yes, yes, you are right.
And now, briefly, I want to know, it can also mean that the person has no property? Or
No. He may have property. Outside Rahu Ketu, definitely he may have property,
okay,
but he will not get any revenue from it.
Okay. He will not get any benefit out of it. He may himself not stay in that property.
Yeah, he will not be able to stay even also. He may have big property and it is not occupied by any tenant.
Okay.
Any tenant, and then they will have to what is called house ceremony or something, so that the dosha will be warded off. There are remedies. We will discuss in remedy part.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Thank you very much. And we are going to start today. 12:10, 12:15, 12:10. Let us start Swara Yoga. Okay. See you. Good day, good weekend. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,